So what legal options does Joe Biden have right now?
Well, it's not really about Joe Biden's legal options. He has won this election, and the 270 plus electoral votes that he got certifies him essentially as the winner. And on December 14th, when those electors go to vote, there's no doubt in anyone's mind that he will be elected as the 46th president of the United States. That's just what we heard from Secretary of State Pompeo, what we've heard from other Republicans. It's just mere posturing. Unfortunately, they're acting like petulant children. They know that this election has been won fair and square by the Biden and Harris team. And I should put this in context for you. There is a very important Senate race, two Senate races that are happening in Georgia on January 5th, two special elections that will determine the control of the U.S. Senate. And a lot of what we're seeing from these Republican leaders is all posturing to help those Republican senators in the state of Georgia win their election. There's fear that if they don't keep Donald Trump's voters engaged, they'll lose those elections and lose control of the Senate. So we have to look at this, these outlandish statements that are being made by Republicans through the lens of what's going to happen on that January 5th day when those two Senate seats are up for the Georgia voters to decide who goes to the U.S. Senate.
So how long can this delay in the transition process really go on for?
Well, there's some statutory deadlines that will have to happen no matter what the Republicans continue to say. And one of those dates that's really important is December 8th. It's a safe harbor day where all disputes, like the disputes being raised by the Trump team, have to be resolved. And then again, on that December 14th day, the electors will go and they will vote. And they will vote based on the popular vote of their states. Then there will be a certification process that happens around January 5th in the U.S. Congress. And by hook or crook, on January 20th at 12 noon, there will be an inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris as the next president and vice president of the United States. And those dates are etched in stone, etched in the Constitution, that January 20th date. There will be a peaceful transfer of power on that date.
On that December 14th date you spoke of, when it has to be certified by the electors, is there a possibility that that may not happen?
There's no possibility at this moment. There would have to be a congressional act to extend that date for the electors to vote. There was a proposal made by one of the Republican senators to extend that date to an earlier, to push it back to January, but that proposal hasn't gotten any traction. So at this point, those dates are firmly planted in the U.S. Electoral process and the U.S. Constitution. And by all accounts, everything is on track to move forward with those dates. And I should note there's a major article out in the New York Times today where the Times contacted all 50 states, their Secretary of States or their election officials, and unanimously they all said there is no voter fraud that would substantiate any change in the election outcome. So this talk of fraud, this talk of somehow the election being overturned is really just nonsense at this point.
Thank you so much for your time, Riva. You've made this quite clear. We appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.